Thank you
You
so
look
much for
beautiful
taking the
today.
time today.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thank
giving
you.
us the time.
So listen, guys, how are we feeling? How did it feel to be back on set filming for season 3 after, I'm sure, being harassed by fans about when it was coming back? I know because I'm one of those fans.
Hey.
Feels
Well,
so good.
yeah.
It was just it's such an incredible opportunity to go back to work. It's great.
Yeah, Mr. Perry, he really came through. Like, basically, we filmed season 3 right after the SAG actor strike, the union strike, and we filmed in December of 2023. So he got us back on set. It was just a great feeling to be with these guys. He empowers us to be able to like have fun and play on set, and it was just good to be with my castmates, my friends, my family now.
My best friends.
Yeah, it was definitely a vibe, as we like to call it. Every time we get back together, it feels like each season gets better and better. So season 3 was the best.
Yeah, it was definitely
the best season
so
we've
far.
done. So
Yeah.
I think you are in for a treat. I think you'll be very happy with the performances and just the story we're telling. And every time we get together, it's very magical. We all kind of stay together as well when we're filming. So we just have this very close bond that we formed.
I love that. And, just speaking of the bond, one of my favorite parts about the show is seeing like this male friendship on screen and the portrayal of, the different layers that you guys have, because it's something we don't really get to see too often. And, everybody brings their own unique perspective. I know Nathan for sure stands out. So, Cameron, for you, how similar is he to you in your everyday life?
In my everyday life, not too similar, but I can go.
Okay.
I mean, I hang around guys like this, so they're nothing like that. But but it's I think everybody has had a little Nathan in them at one point in their life. Just a time where you're just living recklessly and just trying to just live vicariously through your boys, and just it's a lot of immaturity, but we all grow up eventually. But yeah, Nathan is it's fun to play Nathan though, because Nathan kind of has no restrictions. So for me, I get to say stuff I wouldn't normally say, get to do stuff I wouldn't normally do. So I embrace it. I'm full fledged. I'm all the way method with Nathan.
All the way method. All the way method from sun to sundown.
Yeah.
You hear me?
And I mean, it's been 3 seasons, but I feel like things really change by the episode with this show. So how do you think your characters have changed from season 1 until now? And Remington, we can start with you.
Yeah,
Great
I would
question.
say for Bryce, I mean, he started being great friends with Zach, coming in, building this business. Now he's dealing with, in season 3, a lot of redemption. He needs to redeem himself. And like Cameron was saying, I think that all of us feel like there's times in our lives when we feel like we've made mistakes and we feel like we've let our loved ones down, whether it's like a romantic relationship or a friendship. And he's really trying to build back up now to gaining trust with the loved ones in his life. So I think that that's where Bryce has gone. It started really high, and now he's diving down, and we'll see the ascent again.
I love that. I love that.
And how about the rest of you? How do you feel like your characters have changed?
I would say Tony's grown a lot from when we first saw him. Just he kind of had that same level of maturity as Nate had. And I think he was one of the first close friends to Zach that kind of was like, look, if you feel good about this, then I'm with you and I fully support you. So, I mean, just that between season 1 and season 2, I thought was a huge change. And in season 3, as you can see from the trailer, Tony and Zach kind of get into it really because he's just trying to be protective of his boy. So one thing stays the same, which is that care and protection for his boy. But what's changed is that he realizes the relationship between Zach and Fatima is for the better for Zach. So he's fully on board with that.
And for me, no.
Oh, Nathan.
No, I think honestly, to be quite real, I think Nathan has had probably the biggest leap of growth from 1 to 3. You seem very surprised, so
I don't know if I expected that answer, but okay.
good, because I'm I'm very proud of the trajectory Nathan is on. He's still himself though. Don't get it twisted. He's still Nate Dogg. But I think his maturity in seeing the love, the genuine love that Fatima has for Zach, has really become prevalent to him, especially in his own relationship and marriage. I think he is seeing something happen to Zach, and that catalyst is Fatima. So I think he starts to slowly kind of come around to it, but we'll see how he lands on it. But I definitely commend the maturity and the trying to be a good friend.
Okay.
There's
So season 3, say that.
There's a lot of arcs in season 3. There's a lot of changing of arcs.
You know, we got to see, I got to preview the first 2 episodes, and I'm, of course, no spoilers, but I'm very excited to see where this goes. I can already tell we're starting on 10, so we're only
Yeah,
We are.
Yeah, we are.
I mean, so season 3, I guess, what do you think your character's biggest lesson will be in season 3? Giviat, if you want to take that and start that off.
Yes. Well, thank you, Vicky, for saying my name right. Well, I would say one of the biggest challenges.
The
Lesson.
biggest lesson your character.
I think one of the biggest lessons that Tony learned is that sometimes you want to protect someone from themselves, but you can't always protect somebody from who they are and what they want to do. Yeah. As much as we want to care, it's like a parent wants to protect the child. Don't touch the stove. The child has to touch the stove and get burnt to realize they shouldn't touch the stove. So I think that was one of the biggest lessons that Tony learned in the season, is that you can't prevent people from being who they are and doing what they want to do.
Ooh, that was deep. Anybody want to go after that?
I would say for Bryce, for season 3, I think it's gaining trust back. Losing trust from those around you and seeking redemption, and also gaining self-acceptance. I think Bryce is always dealing with self-acceptance. I think that's why he makes the blunders he makes, is because his lack of self-acceptance, and I think we can all relate to that.
That's deep. That's deep. That's deep.
Is it deep?
That's deep. That's deep.
It was.
I don't need to be deep. I just
You went there. You went there.
I think for Nathan, the biggest lesson he learns is that honesty is the best policy. As a friend, the truth can hurt our friends, but true friends tell each other the truth.
It's necessary.
Yeah, it's being real with your boys, kind of laying it all on the table, putting all your cards on the table. It may not be, it may not feel the best in the moment, but in the long term, it's always the best solution for any problem. So I think Nathan learns that, and he stands by that. So I'm kind of excited for everybody to see that.
Man, you guys deliver with 3 deep answers. Okay. We'll wrap real quick. Season 3, 3 rapid fire questions for you. If you could switch characters with anyone on the show for 1 episode, who would it be?
Fatima. I would switch characters with Fatima.
I like that.
I love that you were just like,
Bang! He just
It's
knew
really,
it.
really hard. It's a really hard character. Crystal plays it really well, and it's a beautiful character. Yeah,
That's dope. If I could switch, if I would switch, I would do Nate. I think we would switch with each other. I would be Nate. 100%. I would be Nate.
Surprise, curveball. I want to be Bryce. I think
you warm my heart.
Bryce's character is so interesting and funny because he's as an Asian American character in a predominantly black city or cast or in Atlanta where he's taking place. All the people in his circle are they're people he doesn't have much experience with. Yeah. So he's walking this tightrope every time, trying not to be insensitive, but trying to be inclusionary. And he's dating this woman now, but he's also and it's like he has all these different layers on top of him that make him a character. Just very interesting. As much as I love Tony and Nate Dogg, but Bryce's character is very interesting.
That's facts. That's facts. Very layered. Very layered.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. If you could have any celebrity guest star on the show, who would it be?
Timothy Chalamet.
Ooh, Timothy Chalamet.
I just love Dune. I love Dune.
I'm gonna say Beyonce.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Fatima's big sister, like sister, her and Fatima. I'd love to see that.
I would say Morris Chestnut coming in as my like uncle or
Oh
pops.
my gosh, that would be great.
you know,
Surprise guest episode. My pops comes in. It's Morris Chestnut.
Okay. And lastly, if you could use one word to describe season 3, what would it be?
oof.
Full send. It's a full send, baby.
I would say a roller coaster.
I would say unpredictable.
The only person that used one word.
Yeah, I
person that used
one word. I listen.
I'll
I
go
listen,
with that.
B.
I'll go
I
with
listen,
that.
B.
I'll go with that.
Thank you guys again so much. I appreciate it. Zatima season 3, October 3rd. We are ready. I have my DVR set.
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too, Vicky. Nice to
Bye.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.